I couldn't hear them, they couldn't hear me, which even amongst all the panic of that situation, because, being no doubt I was panicking, that was a very lonely thing to happen. Suddenly you're in what feels like a very lonely place at the best of times. Down there it's dark and ethereal and an alien sort of place. And to suddenly have no one to speak to is a bit disconcerting, even in that situation. Very quickly after that, though, it got a bit worse in that the gas hose, I think, which provides you with this infinite supply of gas, as I've described, I think it must have got kinked inside, and quite abruptly I had nothing to breathe, which is it's never good, is it? And we have a knob on the side of our diving helmets, which and trust me, in that situation when you've got nothing to breathe, you open it quite quickly, but it opens a flow of gas from some emergency tanks that we carry on our back. So at that time it was just a couple of big scuba bottles, really. Because of the depth, 2 big scuba bottles in that situation. I mean, we'll never really know how long they lasted, but if you do the maths, it's something like 8 or 9 minutes of breathing gas. Not very long in an emergency situation to get yourself back to a breathable environment. So I'm on a clock straight away. As soon as I've opened that valve, I'm on a clock. The tension continues to come on the umbilical. My colleague Dave, who's in the water with me, he realises there's a problem. He turns to try and help me. We couldn't speak to each other at that point because my communication cable had been severed. And we had a bit of an eyeball to eyeball moment, really. It was a bit it felt like a movie, really, at the time. We're sort of staring into each other's eyes, and I'm looking at him, sort of entreating him to give me a hand, and he was basically looking at me saying, I can do nothing, because he was being pulled away himself. He got to within a couple of meters away, and then he was dragged backwards by the boat. And I remember losing sight of him, but I could still see his light. And then I lost sight of his light as well, and he was gone in the darkness, and I basically never saw him again.
If you're wondering where this clip came from, the link to the YouTube channel is in our bio.